go for like solid 3 minutes. I tagged you in story. Posted it.
So if I look at good. That looks really good. How'd you do that? Oh, you did that. You did it. Ready, kiddo?
Roll.
All right. Welcome back live from CattleCon 2026. Tom Grisafi, Jed Sidwell. Can you tell we were rushing to put this together? Well, nice to meet you, Jed Sidwell, newest broker here at Nesbitt Trading, Agwell Trading. He's a big part of the Agwell Media team. We bought him a $5 headset at CBS.
I can actually hear what Brother Joe is going to tell us now.
Brother Joe, he's sitting there. He's on the phone. He ain't telling us nothing. All right. Welcome to CattleCon. We got some big news. RFK Jr. is going to be here today. Jed might do his best RFK voice. It's a big deal. There's security. We got, it's a good fight.
Yeah.
I don't know if all these people walking around know that feeder cattle trade are limit down, and I don't think it's our job to necessarily let them know the good news here. But a market that can go up as much as it has can go down as much. Futures and options have risk. I think we'll play a little futures and options have risk right here, There we go. Agwell Trading, DBA of Nesbitt Trading Group, LLC. The risk of loss of trading commodity futures contracts can be substantial. Therefore, you should carefully consider whether such trading suits you, as it is not for everyone. That should take care of the display here. Metals are moving, markets are moving. Let's take it from the top here. I'm going to look down at my phone, but while I'm getting the markets up, you take over, Mr. Jed Sidwell.
Yeah.
Jed, right? Is that your name?
Yeah.
All right.
J-E-D, Tommy. It's not like you've known me for a year.
Now, tell everyone, we got time.
Yeah.
Everyone in your family has 3-letter first names. Let's go over it.
Yeah. Yeah, me and my brother both have 3-letter names. J-E-D is my name, and then my brother's name is Cal, C-A-L. Everyone assumes that our name is either Jedediah or Calvin. My brother actually convinced his first grade teacher for the full year that his full name was California.
Come on now.
Come
on now. I am going to try to drink some coffee and not have a wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah. There we go.
All right,
Well done.
Well, all right, we got comments coming in already here. We've had several wardrobe. Who put all this up? Maybe Joe did. I don't know.
Yeah, Joe's giving us a thumbs up there.
Did you do that, Joe? Hey, make sure you ask comments or questions early so they have time to do it. Oh, Joe's giving us notes. Thank you, Brother Joe. Brother Joe's going to do a cameo. Joe, pop on here real quick. I see he's sporting a, there he is, Brother Joe. Hold on, he's coming in. I like your Carhartt sweatshirt. That's a blast from the past. We had some good times over there. This is how we got started in the media. I got a mic. Here you go. I got your mic on. What's up, Joe?
Good morning. Just answering phone calls.
Good. Yeah, I just sent out a text and it's busy. Well, Joe was a big part. We started this a few years ago at Advanced Trading. We had something called ATI Pro Media. we have all since moved on, and we're still keeping the tradition going. But that's a doggone nice, good sweatshirt. Now we have those exact same Carhartts in ag boat media, but they're expensive, so I didn't give my own brother one. Joe, can you see the markets? Can you run through the markets, bro?
I sure can.
Let's do
Corn
it.
is on the high at 433 and a quarter. Beans are up 18 and a quarter at 1110 and a half.
Ring the bell.
Chicago wheat basically unchanged. KC wheat up 7.5 at 537 and three quarters. The big mover is cattle. Cattle down almost $6.
Live cattle, bro? Yeah.
Fat, live cat feeders.
Okay.
Fat cattle are down 3.5.
Big moves there.
The stock market's down pretty good. And I think gold and silver are down pretty good today.
Yeah, I just saw a tweet. I'll go over that. Jed, Joe, talk a little amongst yourselves. I'll get all the outside markets up here. We're working just from one laptop, so it's a little tight. But let's go over the outside markets here. On a really, really positive note, the fact that we're having a huge risk-off day in the outsides and the grains are up is a big deal. So the S&P 500 is down 80, NASDAQ down 300, Dow Jones down 500, Russell down 2,500, crude oil down 215. Extreme volatility recently in crude oil. Let's move over to metals. Are you sitting down? Silver, $74 down $10. Gold down 100, which actually in percentage, bro, isn't that bad. When you're $5,000 gold to be down 2%, but the silver, we're not trading $117 silver anymore. We're trading $75 silver. So a $10 move. You're looking at, I like to look at the markets, folks, in percents, because people get really emotional and dramatic, and they're like, feeders went down 700. Feeders have tripled in price over the last few years. They're allowed to go down 700. They can't go up 10 days and 10 nights and not go down. So look at the markets in percents. A little bit of advice. I think it'll help you a little bit. Hey, speaking of markets, if you like markets and you like what we're doing here, we got premium content. Now we're doing this show live, and we do Wiesmeyer live and free, but we're here at CattleCon. But if you like premium, we'd love to have you on the premium side. $25 a month, $250 a year. Jed, tell us what your dad liked about the premium with the tech service, whatnot.
Yeah, people on the ground in production agriculture like my dad. We farm and ranch in Colorado, and folks like him throughout the United States have kind of enjoyed our text updates, I think, because whether you're on a saddle, in a tractor cab, you're out running a shovel, you can still get updates on what the market's doing, so that way you can stay informed, even when big things happen, like calving, planting, harvest, things like that.
Yeah, we got some new premiums coming out. Buster Kuhn, he's a rancher from Kansas. He just talking about his life and family and how his mom helps in the farm, and his sister's an FBI agent. She's kind of the first to know when he gets arrested. And it's a good time to be involved in cattle, but he's old enough to know that there's good times and bad times. We also had talk about Mr. White. That'll be premium content.
I had Gabe White from was a cattle advisor, or herd advisor, excuse me. Maybe one of the most intriguing cattle softwares I've heard about in a minute. It's a voice activated record bookkeeping system with AI, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, you can be out tagging calves and say, I tagged number 1801 to Siri, and immediately goes in your record book. And yeah, AI allows it to learn and learn from what you give it. So say, yeah, I gave 7 cc's of Drax, and oh, there we go. Yeah, right there on the screen. That's Mr. White himself there, the developer. But the coolest factor I thought of that herd advisor app is that he has implemented a feeder cattle sale barn watch through AI to trace the cash market of feeder cattle. So that way you know when to take your cattle to the sale barn based on which sale barn's closest to you. If you should wait 2 weeks, and then it actually tracks input costs, see whether you should graze those cattle, feed them silage, feed them concentrates to best market your feeders. Very, very big, powerful app there.
Buster brought the best question of the day with Mr. White. He said, come on, I live way out the sticks. What if I don't have reception?
Yeah, the big thing, if you don't have reception, it just waits until you do, and then it inputs it. So yeah, you can be out in the boonies, 0 bars, and it'll still record your voice and put those records down for you. He said his biggest thing is that he never wants to lose data, and man, that app does that to a very high degree.
He doesn't like to take his gloves off, so he just wants to say, "Hey, sir." I thought it was too good to be true, folks. I don't have cattle. I got 2 Shih Tzus, so unless I'm gonna say, this one just stole some chicken or something, but you all, we're part of the Agile team. We'll, if you're part of the premium content, we'll send you that episode. But if you're just watching this and you're involved in cattle, it was by far we didn't know who we'd interview here. We Buster be around other people, and if someone wanted to do a little show, we would. And he was really great, and he's also going to help us with some AI things also. So that's he got us thinking. You know that, Jed? He really got us thinking about what's going on and everything. We got grains up. That's a great thing. We got cattle down a little. That can happen. Silver's down big. RFK is going to be here today. What do you think RFK is going to say? I mean, what would you say if you were RFK here at the Cattle Con?
Man, just purely speculative from what we have heard him speak about before, but I'm pretty confident that he's going to be talking about the power of protein and the American diet. That's been something he's trying to really push. He kind of flipped the food pyramid on its head, recommending that Americans eat more beef. I'm sure that'll get brought up. I think he'll talk about the healthy living that a lot of Americans get by living in the rural parts of different states. I'm sure that'll be brought up.
Yeah, RFK here at CattleCon around 1:30. We're going to go live again around 3. Markets are moving. We got grains up, cattle down, silver down, stock market down. Bonds are going up. That means yields are going down. I like to look at ourselves as a financial channel that loves agriculture. I come from that financial background. You come from the ag background. We're going to talk a lot every morning about grains and livestock, but then we're going to hit the financials hard. And that's something I learned from my friend, the cow guy. Him and I, I used to stand next to the cow guy's daddy in the corn pit many years ago. I just got off the phone with Scott, the cow guy. He's over there at RFD today. He's going to be able to talk about RFK because he goes live at 12:30, but it'd be interesting to see. What else do we have on the docket, my friend?
Oh, man. Big news out of my hometown of Greeley, Colorado. Workers there at the JBS beef plant, 99% of them elected to go on strike because of unfair labor practices. They kind of feared that maybe working too fast would cause more liability and self-harm from the dangerous line of work they're in. So workers on strike will cause volatility in the market. I think that's what this is about.
Yeah. Yesterday when we live streamed, we had some people ask us some questions and comments. That was great. If you're out there, we'd love to have you. Hey, Facebook friends, ask us a question. YouTube friends, ask us a question, and make sure you drop a comment down below. We'd love to have you. We're also on LinkedIn. It's funny because young Lindsay, who helps us at the office, jumped on LinkedIn, and her someone texted her. She said, "I don't know where this is." And it was LinkedIn. There's in social media, you meet people all over. I'm an old school X guy, and it's changed a little bit. I feel like a lot of you are moving to TikTok. We have the ability to stream the TikTok live. It's a little shady over there. We'll see. There's so many platforms and so many things. If you're out there, what's your favorite platform? How do you like to consume information? Do you have live quotes? Do you need live quotes? We all have. You're a broker. I'm a broker. Lindsay's a broker. Joe's a broker. We all pay for live quotes as a professional. But you out there in the country, you don't have to pay as much as we do. So if you need an app with live quotes, we can get that. If you need a live trading platform, we can get that. Or if you just want premium content, we can get that too. So drop a comment. How do you like to consume information? Yesterday, someone was dropping off a load of soybeans, and they said, "I'm watching you guys live. There's a big line here." Hey, speaking of soybeans, what are you all going to do? We had a 50-cent pop yesterday, closed up 26, and then settled. We were up last night, down last night. I was surprised corn and wheat and everything were down again last night, but they're coming back right now with a pretty good bid. It doesn't surprise me. It surprises me more that soybeans shot up 50 cents yesterday, and corn and wheat are like, yeah, that's cool, girl. We're going to keep moving on. But what do you think, Jeff?
It's an interesting time. Soybeans yesterday were the talk of the convention. Several people we met with. I'm not sure.
Yeah, going back to farmers and ranchers being busy, I talked to one of my best clients, and he said, I only called in. He said, "Are you joking that you sent out a text that soybeans are out 50? I'm like, no, I was able to sell them up 30, 40, 50. And in my case, I was lucky they pulled back. See, if someone like me sells something, I don't grow soybeans. You all grow soybeans. You have a better reason to sell, protect. We have crop insurance in the month of February. You can buy a put. You can sell old crop, maybe move over to a call strategy. This is America. We have choices. Sometimes we talk with people in Canada, and they don't have all the products we have, whether it be the ways we have crop insurance or the ways we have puts and calls and futures and structured products. Maybe your local grain elevator does a product for you, and that's something that works. But there's no shortage of opportunities. I did talk in yesterday's afternoon show. We do our morning conference call at Nesvik, and they said, Tommy, what do you know? I said, I know it's Groundhog Day. We talk about the same BS every day. I don't know what it's going to take to move this market. You know what it took? One tweet, one true social.
Social tweet from President Trump talking about his phone call with President Xi.
Yeah, good stuff. Well, let's see what else we have. We have RFK coming today. We got Trump G. That's got people talking. We don't even want to talk about this little nasty thing that's been quiet the last few days. Let's hope it stays that way. But screwworm is definitely on everyone's mind. I would say that this, yeah, as I said to a client this morning, he said, "What's moving the cattle market?" I said, "Well, they might, go on strike." I go, "But no more babies were born." Talk about that a little bit. I mean, the numbers are still tight.
Yeah.
I don't want to get people pulled up, but
yeah, I mean, we have the lowest kind of cattle inventory that we've ever had. Yeah, we're not gonna overnight have a huge jump in the cattle inventory. It's going to take a couple of years to build back. And going back to your screwworm comment there, Tommy, there are a lot of booths here at CattleCon kind of promoting parasite pharmaceuticals to try and prevent the screwworm, because we know it's going to be here at some point. It's just a matter of when. Personally, I think what's going to happen is the effect on the true cattle inventory throughout the United States. Screwworm's not going to have that big of an impact. But when it comes to the futures market, man, it's going to cause it to jump around even more.
yeah. And in all my years of trading, markets make highs. Bull markets make highs on the most bullish news. I mean, whenever we get $6, $7, $8 corn, everyone gets all bulled up at $8 and starts buying the $10 calls, and then they forget to sell their corn, and we're trading $6. This is a little different because in grains we have a North American crop, a South American crop, other countries. I look at the cattle market more as like a world market. There's only X amount of inventory out there. There's good demand. Now, if the stock market starts to come down and really starts to scare people, you may see a little change in tone and people being able to afford beef, and that's good. You know who's watching us? Mick Leonard from Leonard.
Oh, Nick, how's it going,
Yeah,
buddy?
Mick Leonard, Leonard Commodities LRP, another one of our partners over there at Nesvik Trading Group. We got a new subscriber. We had a guest on yesterday, Brian Lee from Nesvik. He subscribed to Premium. Brian Lee, welcome to Premium content. Well, he asked me to comment for him. I said, I can't do it.
Yeah.
I like you. I know you own the company, but we just can't be found in because you're going to people.
Yeah, no.
Because you keep your cattle count and smiled on camera for a little bit. That's just not going to work. But we'd love to have you on the premium side. And over the next few days, premium that's going to come out. We had Don Wick here yesterday talking about what he's learned. Don Wick is Red River Farm Network. He's amazing. Buster Kuhn, a real rancher from Kansas, runs a lot of cattle out there on the way to Dodge City. We had Mr. White. He was amazing with that software. And we might grab a few more today. I think the big headline today is going to be what's going on in the outside markets. What's going on? How do cattle close? We know where they open. And they did touch limit down in several of the commodities and live cattle and feeder cattle. They didn't stick to it, but they touched it. And I want to get an update. Go ahead, talk a little bit and tell people what, as a day 3 of your first time in CattleCon, we re-registered for a booth next year. What should we do different? What can we do different? What did you learn here on this first round of CattleCon?
Man, it's been a great experience being here. Yeah, like Tommy said, went upstairs last night, got us re-registered for a new booth for next year. I think we even got a better spot in the building. Fingers crossed there. But yeah, I spent a lot of time yesterday at the Therapies booth. Cool product there that came out a couple of years ago. It's a stress reducer in cattle. It's a maternal bovine appeasing substance, is what it's called. But it's just a blue liquid. You squirt it on the bridge of their nose or behind their poll, and man, it works for shipping cattle, branding,
I might like to
tagging,
try a little bit myself.
castrating, all that. Yeah, sometimes I might slip some on Tommy's forehead here, see if he just relaxes a little bit. We'll do maybe a test trial there. But yeah, that's cool stuff.
Is that a new product?
Yeah, it came out a few years ago, and I've used it myself. I think that when you're kind of mass weaning big groups of cattle, that's when it's really beneficial.
Very good. What other boosts? There's food.
Yeah.
There's some incredible food here. Lots of Wagyu places, everything. They're spoiling us with great food, great meals every day.
Yeah, Lindsay's been stealing our badges and going to all the different places to give out food and coming back with snacks.
They think Lindsay's had 3 lunches every day.
I think Tommy and I have put on a few pounds
We had some meatloaf
while being on
yesterday.
camera.
We had some meatloaf and mac and cheese, collard greens, and a biscuit. It
Yeah.
was delicious.
Yeah. Man, that mac and cheese that was there. Ooh, that was good stuff.
Well, I had a lactate and only had a bite. That's one of the benefits of getting it over here. All right, Tom Grisafi, Agbo Media, Agbo Trading. Jed Sidwell, Agbo Trading, Agbo Media. Now, we are a DBA of Nesvik Trading Group. You can see the behind. If you're ever in Nashville or Memphis, come visit us. We have an office here right downtown Nashville. We're moving to across next to the Ryman Theater, and we always have extra spots. Mr. Brian Leaf is always kind enough, whether you're a farmer, a rancher, a broker in another firm, whatever. We'll love the network. We're all in this together. We need to help the American farmer and rancher get through these times. One thing I want to talk about risk management is I really feel like a lot of people use the word profit. When we get to a profit zone, we can go through multiple years of no profitability. And what's interesting, what happened with the Trump tweet is there's a chance you're going to get payment number 1, payment number 2, and now a higher market. So whether you like Trump, don't like Trump, like the administration, like what's going on politically, before you throw in the towel and say we're never going up again, be careful. Because one tweet made soybeans explode yesterday, and a rising tide brings up all ships. And if you let your guard down and you give up and you say, I'm selling my crop, I'm not buying calls or anything else because we're never going up. And I watched the video of a guy who said, we're never going up. Well, call him and ask him for your damn money back, because we did go up, and that did happen. And if there's probably someone out there who sold all their grain 2 days ago, said, I'm giving up, and now they're not fighting for that ownership. So you stay long years upon a time, then you just give up. And be careful. There's a lot of people come to us and say, what should I do? When prices are low, this is where we start to rely now during February, during crop insurance, everything else. If you get heavily sold and heavily take the risk off when you're sold, you're taking away your right to that upside. Then all you have left is that government payment. That can really sting. You want to lose a client real quick. Sell them 450 corn and watch it go to 650, whether it be the Ukraine war, a drought, or anything else. Life happens. These AKA black swan events seem to be happening about every 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, it like we saw this summer with the screwworm scares a couple of times. A Trump tweet like we had the other day. They can always cause things. I remember just a few years ago, people said, yeah, man, when we hit $2 cattle, man, it was going to be a hard, nasty ride down. And man, we've seen them even go higher than that since.
Yeah, let's go over markets and we'll get the heck out of here real quick here. Let's look here at markets. We are at CattleCon, day 3. Tommy Grisafi, Jed Sidwell here looking at markets. I'm going to take it from the tops, folks, and see how we're doing. March corn up 4.5. Looks like it's towards the high. March beans up 17. Board of Trade wheat up 8. Oats. Trades oats up 5. Meal up by 84. Soybean oil down just a touch. Kansas City wheat up 7. Hell, we'll even talk about rough rice up 95. Hard red spring wheat up 2 cents. It is lagging. Moving over to cattle. Live cattle down 270. Call $3. Feeder cattle down 4. 5. Lean hogs down 67. Milk class 3 down just a few things. Moving over to interest rates. Bond market's up. That means interest rates are going down. That probably is a little bit more of a flight to quality due to what's happening in the stock market. And as we get to the stock market, before we go there, we stop by metals. Gold down 67. Silver down almost $9. Platinum down 5%. Palladium, be careful. That's a thin run, down 2.5%. Copper down, Dr. Copper. And with that, last but not least, crude oil down $2. RBOB down 40. Heating oil down 77. Natural gas just a smidge. Looking at the stock market before we go home here, S&P's bounced down 60, NASDAQ down 200. That was down a heck of a lot more when we started. Dow Jones down 500, and that's your markets. All right. Coming to you live from CattleCon. Thanks for watching. Any comments or questions before we bolt out of here? We'll gladly answer them.
We're going to be back on for the close here later this afternoon. So yeah, if you had a question or a comment, maybe you watched this a few minutes late, be ready to hop back on here this afternoon. We'll send out some social media things when we're going for our last show of CattleCon.
It's been a good show. It's a lot of work, but we're one of the lucky ones. And we live a few blocks away. We work a few blocks away. But there's people who have traveled, literally, folks, from all over the world to come to CattleCon 26. If you didn't make it, maybe you can make it next year. With that, Tommy Grisafi, Jet Sidwell, coming to you live from CattleCon 2026. Going to play you a little ad. I want you to like and subscribe.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'd love for you to like and subscribe. And while you're at it, why don't you go to our social media platforms? We're on all of them at Agbo Media.
See y'all.